Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Testing.
You know what I'm testing? Jesus, I can't fucking
Hello, you guys.
anything.
Got another Feel a Real Fun for you on the 4th of, February 2022.
The 4th of yes. I love me some yes. You know what I got me some last night of? Yes.
And it's your manifesting questions answered live.
You realize some people, they just get like definite maybes all the time? Like, I'm getting me some definite maybe. That's right. Kinda.
Kinda maybes.
Sorta.
So, go to freeneville.com.
You know, tell them about the 221 email list, Victoria.
Well, if you look for the link where you can subscribe, we call it the 221 email list, because if you subscribe to our email list, you will get 221 free Neville Goddard downloads. But
and a
what
bunch
you
of
have
other
to
stuff.
do
Yeah.
is make sure you hit the link, the subscribe.
Yeah,
whatever it
we'll
is.
send you a confirmation email.
That's what it
and if
calls
you
it.
decide, I am not looking at that, those scare me, you know, like they're bigger than me.
Yes.
And you don't click the confirmation email list.
You won't get it.
Yep. You'll miss out like Dennis.
Yes.
Right.
Did he?
No, Dennis didn't miss out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Alice. Hello, Sizzler. There
Look
were
at all the
lots of
triple D
others,
and yummy
but
people.
sorry, I
Triple
missed.
D and MM.
Join our 90-day adventure at Manifesting Mastery course.com.
Sizzle has a German Shepherd.
Oh, good one. Is it a puppy?
No, I think Yo, Mal, smoke tomorrow?
Hello, Mal.
Let me know. Oh, look, ask her about the car.
Ordered my boot liners and I ordered my floor mats.
Yeah, she got herself a
Shouldn't
hammock
be
in the
long.
back. Tony Doyle's here, Triple D, yo.
Yes, so manifestingmasterycourse.com, and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, because
Hello,
the other
Kudra.
way to go. Oh, yeah, the car. How's the car, Victoria?
It's ace. Yeah.
She likes it just
Dogs
a
still
tiny
don't like
bit.
it.
Oh, poor Bruce. Bruce and Emmett.
Well,
they
Bruce, he does jump up into it now,
Well, you got to
but
coax him in,
Emmett,
but Emmett's just...
too tall for
No,
him.
so we're going to build us a trampoline.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so your manifesting questions answered live. Let's
Oh, my God.
dive right in.
Brian is a community standards reminder on his screen already. Wow.
What did you say?
Oh, who the hell knows? Yeah. Tell us what you said. Let's see if we can get him banned. Unbelievable.
Wow, the first question's quite a long one.
It's a good one.
Okay, so it's
Make mine a big one.
It's from an anonymous in Dream Driven Day.
Make me a big one.
I have completely lost interest. And Anonymous says, Dear 2020,
Yo.
as I have posted in Dream Driven Day group once, I've completely lost my interest in my business. I want something different, something kick-ass that brings a spark into my being. After doing the same thing and over for a few years, I feel so bored. No matter what, I cannot make up my mind to do it. No motivation will help. But I don't know what it is that could bring me both joy and money. I need some adventure. I want to shine again. I go big chunk size for now. I live in the end, being financially free, until I get some insight on an actionable thing. Nothing showed up yet, but I am running out of money now, have very little money left. What do I do? Count the money? I have a few clients asking to work with me, but I'm dead sick of it. It doesn't move me anymore, even if I'm running out of money. Appreciate some pure wisdom from you. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to need to hold that because I'm going
Yes.
to pull a lot of goodies from it.
A lot of goodies.
All
Okay.
right, so, ready? This is Usha is here. Good
Hello,
morning.
Usha.
All righty, so, ready? I want something different, something that brings a spark into my being. Here, so we're going to know a whole bunch of little tiny things real quick. Ready? Nothing can bring a spark to you. Nothing. I can promise you this.
You
I
are the
have
spark.
I have dated women, right?
Yes.
And beautiful women, right? I married the most beautiful one I could find, even, right?
Well, they don't have you. No.
That'll have me, right?
I'm joking. Yeah.
But you know, when you tell someone that they're beautiful and they don't feel it, you cannot light that into them. Right? It doesn't matter. I mean, you can, whatever you say, whatever you do, no matter how many body parts you cut off, no matter how many party things you buy them, no matter, they don't hear it. They don't feel it. So, yeah, I would not search for anything to bring you a spark. So let's kill that. Here's my question, my counter question. What can you bring spark to? Now, I took 3 things that are dead, right? Native American teachings, there's tons of New Age and old traditional Native American teachings out there. Tons. It's a dead market. Neurolinguistic programming, are you fucking kidding me? Talk about boring and nutcases, right? Most NLP guys are boring as fuck and total nutcases. And you take the third thing, law of attraction, put some rocks in your pocket and be thankful all the time. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Right? I took 3 things that are totally boring and dead, and I'm having a blast with them. Right? So is she. Right? I brought the spark to it. Right? So Victoria brought it up. When I came here, I talked to a group of Forex traders about being the spark behind the eyes because they were looking for something on the outside. And the outside ain't going to get them to trade better, and the outside ain't going to be nothing. So we got to kill that. So this is really good. Right? Second... I don't know what could bring me both joy and money. Yeah, see, there's the big thing. I want some adventure. Going big chunk is a good idea. Now watch this. So your big chunk is something like
Being financially free.
Being financially free. That's not about you. See, let's sort of be about your day. See, by the way, I know it's a hell of a buzz term. I know Neville used it and mentioned it. But I find when most people use financially free, they just space the fuck out and nothing ever happens. Motivation is about tension. Motivation is about tension. To get out of bed in the morning, there's got to be a little tension. To drink some coffee, there's got to be a little bit of tension. And when I say the word tension, do you go positive or negative? Do you understand it's neither, it's more than that. Coffee. See, some people got to drink the coffee or else they're a bitch. They did that one. Right?
Can I ask one question? Is an anonymous in Dream Different Day at the moment?
Not saying.
Oh,
We're
okay.
giving it anonymous.
No, okay. I just wondered if they'd got to all the questions, lessons, but yeah.
So motivation is about tension. Attention is about attention. What would you enjoy? Now, here's the thing. Ready? A couple years ago, right before the COVID, so I usually take like December, January off, right, from coaching calls. So I was doing like 3 a week. I mean, I was pretty busy. Did them all in one day. And like December, January came, and I took my customary 4 weeks off, and I never went back. Never. And then Susanna, who's done Dream Driven Day, reached out. I love her. She's gorgeous. She said, "Would you? Yeah. I like you. I love you. You're fun." And then Triple D Joe Weldon reached out, right? And then a couple other people in the interim as well. But people that I know, love, and care about reached out, and I thought, you know what, this could be fun. And I've fallen in love. I do about 4 or 5 calls a week now. I keep very busy, right? But here's the thing, right? So I didn't search for that. It's not that coaching calls light me up. It's that I light them up. It's a dance that I like to dance. And so instead of searching for what lights you up, again, you get to find what will you light up. And I'll give you one more little bit. What puts the damper on me when it comes to this shit, there's 2 things. One, billing. I absolutely fucking hate billing. It's not even that I dislike it. It's that, like, you know, I gotta chase someone for fucking money. Right? No, not gonna fucking do it. Second thing is scheduling. Well, so if I'm in Kentucky and if I go to California, but if I'm there on a Tuesday, is it your Wednesday or Saturday morning would work better for me? Fuck, I don't know. But I invested in this little $72 a year program that does all my scheduling. And here's why I mention that. They're the little tiny things. Because if I had to schedule, I wouldn't coach. Okay, you can ask her. I'd sit here and go, what the fuck? Right? Can this person not figure it the fuck out? You type in, what time is it in Melbourne? Right? If it's 6 hours difference now, it'll be 6 hours different later.
Then,
right? This is not hard. And it's like, fuck.
But we don't want to do the work.
But I don't want to do the fucking work. For me to do an hour's worth of billing and chasing and scheduling to do an hour's worth of a call
the app
takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
But I build it all into systems now.
Nice.
Right? So, just mentioning all that, and the last little bit, going back to this financially free thing. I make great money while doing what I love. That presupposes two things. I make great money. Two, I do what I love. Right? So I got these little things. What are they called? The little things in the plastic bucket. The wooden chisels next to it.
Glazier's push points.
Yep. Google it, right? And so we had some loose windows in the cottage and one on the kitchen window. And Victoria said, you can use little nails to fix that. And I just looked at her like she had 3 freaking heads. It's like, no. So I looked up on the internet, what are these things called that do this? And then the Google told me, and so I ordered them. And then I needed a thing to put them in with. And Victoria brought me something different. And I said, no. But let's try this. And so she brought me a wood chisel, right? And now I'm having fun with this. And here's the thing. I have fun pushing these little points in. I age regress back to like 7 years old when I found them in my mom's house. She must have had 40 of them in each window, right? Why? Because I could put them in. They were in the basement. I found a chisel. I pushed them in. I had some fun, right?
How many is in the house?
Well, those windows will never get loose in her house, right?
Yeah.
But I brought some fun to it all, right? And so, like, I make great money while I'm putting those in. I come in, there's a sale, right? So, yeah, I didn't feel like making web pages for a couple years, so I didn't. Then I woke up one day, and it's like, I don't mind. I built Dream Driven Day. So here's the fun thing, right? Don't try to define what you like, what you don't like. You get to discover it on a daily basis, and we'll explore more of daily basis. And here's the thing. I bet you're thinking, what do I want to do for money? And you enter that long horizontal stare instead of, how can I experience making great money while doing what I love today? Totally different feel. But more on that later. And I will hand this back to Victoria.
So that was from an anonymous.
Anonymous.
Thank you very much for your question.
That's right. Make sure you spell it right. Anonymous.
The next question's from Wendy on Facebook.
By the way, some of y'all are doing sizzle points. Coolio. Right? Some of y'all haven't. Sizzle points. Anyway, sizzle one's hashtags. Your wish is my command.
Okay, maybe in the next question. Let me get it out first. So, the next question's from Wendy on Facebook. When imagining doesn't work out. And Wendy asks, what is the next step when what I desire and have been imagining doesn't work out? What do I do in its place? Thanks.
All righty. Who here noticed we started 3 minutes late?
I did.
Ready?
Because I was waiting for the... when I sit
Yeah,
down.
by the way, before you guys tune in, before the show starts, right, Carl sits there and goes, right?
Yeah.
He does. It's what he does, right? So, look at this. Chris Nelson
Yeah,
noticed.
I see
Ashley
this.
didn't notice. Okay. Well, we'll notice that the guys noticed, the women didn't, right? Well, let's draw lines where we don't have to, right? Yeah. So, ready?
Okay.
How far apart are my eyes, Victoria?
Couple of few inches. Yep.
All right. Let's say 4.
Okay.
Okay. How far apart are my ears?
6, 8, I don't know. Oh, you probably got a big head. 10.
I got a big head. Let's be honest. When we order hats, like I can never get the small hat that's on sale, right?
Yeah.
So I always get the big hat.
The extra large.
Right. Yeah. So from tippity bottom to uppity top. How tall
6
is I?
feet,
About 6 foot, right? How far can I see? Not that far. I've got great vision, but all I can see is out to the trees. How much can I hear that noise on the highway? With the limits of your senses, you've got absolutely no right to say things aren't happening. Right? None. Right? Now, here's the thing. If you're imagining hitting the lottery by Friday and it's Saturday and you haven't, or you're imagining the special person, right, divorcing the love of their life and coming back to you, things get weird. On the other hand, I create wealth. How many ways do I create wealth? I got new ideas and systems and stuff showing up all the time. Now, here's the fun thing. Loving, happy husband. Right? It's pretty obvious right now. Yep, we're 3 minutes late, right? And I ain't scolded her.
Yet.
We'll save that till after the show, right? We've got to stay in a good mood now, right?
Yeah.
But we're 3 minutes late. And you see, I didn't lose my state for the show, right? I'm still imagining a good show. And here's the thing. I didn't imagine using this as an example for Wendy's question. But here's the thing. Victoria played her part. She made us 3 minutes late, as usual. They could be used to that. I'm not. End of line. Right? But here's the fun thing with all of this. If I stay in my state, everything and everyone plays their part, and it's all bridges. This is a bridge for the answer to your question. I stay in the state of having made a great show, of us having kicked ass and having had a good time as husband and wife, as the loving teacher people we is. How we doing, right?
Yeah.
Now at 10 o'clock, I could have looked around and used the evidence of the senses because I can see it's 10 o'clock. That's within visual range. I can tell the puppies are fucking around. They're wondering what's going on.
They're ready for the show.
They're ready for the show.
Yeah.
So, 3 main points. Number one, with your limited senses, you have no capacity to tell whether or not something's happening. Number two, if you let it be about you, it's always happening. Right? I create wealth. You got it? I created it in my life. I created it in your lives. Right? Because I'm not one of these guys that go, we're all going to die. The loogie's going to fuck the economy. You're all going to lose your jobs. Most of you are going to be living under bridges with sizzle as of next year. Right? By the way, if I had to live under a bridge, I'd do it with sizzle. Right? Just for fun. But we're gonna keep answering this question and weave the answer into the other ones.
Okay, cool.
So, shall we continue, Victoria?
We shall. Excellent. So that was for Wendy on Facebook.
That's
Thanks
right.
very much for your question.
And by the way, if you're in your state, it's always working out in your favor. The one big key is let your state be about you. And one more, right? Since she is here, and I did bring her up. Ready? When she wasn't here, I didn't lose my state. You know, ever know anybody who was really jealous? I used to be when I was 12, right? And so if I lived in the state I was when I was 12 and she went on a week-long vacation with her sister, I'd wonder who she's screwing, right? Because I was an insecure little guy, right? On the other hand, I'm a happy, loving husband. She's gone. She's pooping in the woods. You think I care? I'm not going. Wonder who she's pooping in the woods with. Yeah, I'm just gone. Yeah, she calls in once a day. This is great. Still breathing. Like that in a woman. You know what I mean? That's an option that I tend to tick the box in. Does she breathe? Yes, that's good. But happy, loving husband, he stays at home. He watches Altered Carbon, something she would never watch. But, you know, what the hell? Mikey said it was good. So, happy, loving husband didn't lose his state because he couldn't see her. And he didn't know where she was or who she was with. So, Sizzle liked Altered Carbon. I'm still not done with it yet, so don't tell me nothing.
Okay.
So, Tedeschi Kovacs.
Kadra said it's a great show as well.
Look
So
at all
maybe
that.
I
Yo,
would
Triple
like
D
it.
Jess. This is a microphone. Notice how
Okay.
good it sounds.
All right,
That's
so
a
thank you,
continual
Wendy,
soiree.
for your question.
I love the continual soiree.
The next question is from MAJA and Dream Driven Day, ignoring 3D reality.
I believe it's Maya.
Maya in Dream Driven Day.
Yeah, we can call her Maja, though.
She
I like
asks, would you tell us more about pretending things don't exist, like you mentioned in a recent podcast, versus ignoring so-called 3D? Because we know things are already moving, changing, revolving.
Look at how that all fits in. I didn't even pay attention to these questions when I put them in. But look how it fits in with the last one.
Yes.
They always
yes,
do.
Yes.
Cool. Ready? There's what leads and what follows. What leads is usually the face of the dog. What follows is usually the end we trim. Right? Somebody hashtag that.
Oh, there you go.
And
Sizzler.
we
What was
trim.
it? Say it again.
There's what leads and what follows.
Yes.
What leads is usually the face of the dog. What leads is the face of the dog. What tends to follow is the end we trim.
So the hashtag is end we trim.
And we trim,
Okay.
right? So as long as you remember, right? Yeah, when the dog walks up to you, you pet it on the end that leads, right? So you lead. And that's the fun part. Because if you lead, see, I don't have to ignore 3D reality. See, if Victoria's 3 minutes late. We're going to call this the 3 minute late show.
We're going to hear this whole show. And after. Yes.
If Victoria's 3 minutes late, right? I could sit here and go, I'm ignoring 3D reality. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun. It's me. Right. So, Victoria, tell them the thing. Meanwhile, she's in there going, fuck, he's ignoring 3D reality again. Fuck. He's pretending I'm there. No. Here's the thing. I lead. I imagined up a great show. right? Hashtag 3 minutes late. Good on you, Cindy.
Good one, Cindy.
Boom. So here's the thing. Here's the ultimate thing that takes care of all that. And by the way, you'll notice I don't use the term 3D reality except to make fun of it. I know Neville used it once or twice. Yeah, he used a lot of things once or twice and burned them,
the
right?
Subconscious.
Yeah, he used subconscious or unconscious once or twice, and then I get that he got that people horribly fucking abuse it, right? Yeah. See, here's what I notice. I lead, what's in my life follows. The imaginal leads, the physical follows. The imaginal leads, the mental follows. Yeah, the imaginal leads, and Victoria, sooner or later. Yep. But here's the thing. You know what she's imagining? She's imagining being party.
Well, I think I'm imagining other things as well.
Oh, while you're late for the show, you're imagining being party.
Oh, I see.
So you're going through the party people things.
Well, just not needing to go up and go to the toilet things.
Yeah,
too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So let us continue, Victoria.
Okay.
Because we're right on schedule
that was
now.
for Maya.
I've been talking quickly.
Right. Thanks very much.
I've cut every little answer down by like 27 seconds so we stay on time.
Good, because I've got someone doing a pickup. So that was for Maya. Thank you very much for your question.
That's the rightness.
The next question is for Priyanka.
By the way, I can't make this shit up. This is just so good, the way like all the questions come. Maya, thank you.
Okay. The next question is for Priyanka in Manifesting Mastery.
That's Priyanka.
Priyanka, manifesting time.
I'm going to make her wrong all day
time
today.
Games. Priyanka asks more on time, please, and how we can slow down or speed up.
So let's say if Victoria was 3 minutes late, and I'm imagining time going very slowly, right? Then it feels like 30 minutes, and at 30 minutes, I just want to take a flamethrower to like Battleship Ron or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I love our house. Yeah, Ron's house is okay. I mean, we could use it as a teaching center someday when he's ready to sell it to us at a good price. But time is so your relationship with time is where I want you to just play. So don't try to slow it down or speed it up. Notice what your current relationship is with it. Right?
Your relationship.
Yeah, your relationship with time, right? Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, if you make your relationship with time serious, like 3 minutes late,
it's real shit.
It's just going to ruin the whole day. You know what I mean? Like he'll keep bringing it up. He won't stop yakking about it. We'll even like name the show after it. It's a relation, but you get a relationship is like, you know what? What do I want to bring to me and her? See, I'm not a fan of numbers, right? I'm imagining being married to you for the next 50 years. And then it becomes like about your bank balance. Then your bank balance knocks you out of state. And it's like you make it to 25 and you're halfway there. Yeah, numbers are weird, man. Notice Neville didn't say numbers is the secret. Yeah, he said feeling is the secret, right? And what do I want to do with her? In all seriousness, yeah, like a little bit, of, what was that phrase from the La Casa de Papel? Boom, boom.
Chocolate. Oh, no.
No. La Casa de Papel.
Yeah. I can't remember
boom,
now.
Boom, something. Anyway.
Yeah, the gay guy. He was saying it to the gay guy.
Yeah, but I want to do it with you. A little bit of boom, boom. Right? Boom, boom, something with Victoria, right?
Yeah.
So, but really, I just want fun. Whether we're eating, whether we're yakking, just walking the dogs, putting some of them their push pins in the windows, you know what I mean? Fun, right? So what are the core qualities of your relationships, right? Time, fun. I'm having the time of my life. Maybe y'all ain't noticed, right? Her, fun. Puppies, fun. I find something. Brucey crossed over the stream about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years, and he wouldn't come back, and I got really mad. Yeah. And you could just watch him over there, like he went like totally frozen, comatose, and didn't come back. Did you have to go get him?
Well, I don't know if it's the time you're talking about when I had to rate because he was after that dog.
No. But basically, he just totally shut down because he realized Dad's mad.
I've been a bad boy.
On the other hand, come on, boy, let's go. Right? Fun. People like fun. Right? People like fun. right? I always notice this about politicians, right? When they're running for election, they're always fun, right?
Yeah.
Just, yay, we're having fun. And then they get in, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to be a dictator.
Dictator.
Yeah, put some mustard in them biscuits.
Yeah.
However, let's continue. Priyanka, I hope that helps, because what I want you to do is just don't think about manipulating time at all or influencing time at all. Just how can you bring fun to time? Right? So I just imagine, Victoria's in there, and I'm just waiting.
Yeah, he was. I glanced out and saw that. Look.
I'm just exploring. What can I do? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Excellent.
I'll let Carl show up for a little while.
Okay.
All right.
The next question's from Natalia in Dream Driven Day.
That's Natalia. Boy, I'm going to have to put
Lifting
up.
others
She's going to be
out of
horrible to me today.
states.
Oh.
And Natalia asks, best way to lift others out of undesirable states.
As we continue in Triple D, one of the things that you'll notice is I don't use the word best a whole bunch, right? I'm a fan of different, right? So what you want to do is you want to move someone to a different state, right? So, and what are the different ways you could do that? See, I tend to like really simple things, like when the phone rings, and like now, right? So I get up in the morning, and while I'm dropping the kids off at the pool, I'm looking at the iPad, and I notice things like, oh, cool, my mom left a message, right? I imagine it before, it was,
Mom.
yeah, Mom. And then you go and hope she didn't leave a message, right? Because if she calls and doesn't leave a message, you can always claim like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So me lifting my mom into a different state, not better than, worse than, just a different one. So is again going back to the whole relationship things. Like my mom and I had a relationship for, I'm 5? Or at least 56 years, So yeah. Actually, there were a lot of good episodes when I was a child. Yeah, she taught my mom. You guys ever want to be thankful that I write good shit? My mom taught me how to write. Right? I asked her to learn me. So my mom learned me how to write.
But not grammar. But that's fine. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, Grammarly. By the way, I love that. Remember, we used to get the Grammarly ad all the time on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And it always had an Asia guy on there. And he always said Grammarly. He'd always go, I like Grammarly. Because Grammarly, and it's like, fuck, man, that's just funny. Like, Grammarly. It's like, I mean, I'm not making fun of any language or any people, but it's just like, radio, Grammarly is good. I mean, how do you spell that? It's just.
What I love about Grammarly is
Grammarly.
My brother he's so verbose, like, especially in written communication.
All right, now this is so good.
Like, instead of just saying one sentence, like, da-da-da, he says 3 paragraphs. Exactly. It's just over the top.
When the canine companion accompanies you to the trails that used to be fornicated, it's like, what the fuck does any of that mean? So we feed it to Grammarly, and it comes out like...
And the whole lot was red or whatever
exactly.
colour. It's like, doesn't make sense.
It's like, oh my God.
Could be made better. Just, oh God.
Yeah, it's like rainbow colors when you take one of his emails and you feed it to Grammarly. But anyway.
Okay, excellent.
So how to lift people out of undesirable states.
Yes.
So different ways you can play, right? So I imagine like noticing my mom reached out. Yeah, I wonder if she left a message.
Hey, Matt.
Go the fuck away. Right?
Yes.
So how do I let it be about me is probably my first question. Second, what's another way I can let it be about me? Like when I tell you about my mom, you hear the softness. You notice the softness in her. Those are different things that I could imagine that lift my mom, that lift my relationship with her to a different place. So generally one of the things that I find is just being happy for someone. Yeah, happy to hear from someone. Happy when you think, hey, there's Grant Monk. See, I could go, it's Grant Monk. Right? See, it's a different imaginal experience. Right? Oh, it's Grant Monk. Got it? How can you do that? Just that. You got someone when the phone rings and you're going, fuck me. Right? Or can you go, fuck me. Right? So, all right.
Okay.
All right. It ain't hey, by the way, I use these silly examples so you can get that it ain't the words, because all the time people are going, yeah, words have power. If words had power, do you have any idea how many times a day I'd be getting laid? Like I wouldn't be able to walk, right? Because I keep using that F word, don't I? How many times a day do I use the F word?
A lot.
Neither one of us would be walking, right?
Well, I don't use it much.
Oh, I use it all the time, and let's face it.
Then I wouldn't be walking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Okay, excellent.
All right. Somebody found that one funny.
So that was for Natalia.
I wonder who has a sense of humor.
Thanks very much for your question.
Look, one
Natalia.
person found that funny. One.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
And the last question today is from Susanna.
Susanna.
You can let me finish the title because
sorry.
every time I cut this down into small segments, I gotta wait. I gotta.
We're running
try
late
and
now.
get that, and
We're running
then
late
you
now.
can say some stuff.
We're running late
Just
now.
let me do the name and the title. That's
All right.
all I ask.
All right, Tabitha.
Okay. The next question's from Susanna in Manifesting Mastery, revisiting a past state. Now you're welcome to say what you're going to say.
Susanna. That's all. I'm just singing.
Okay.
All right.
And Susanna asks, I'd like to revisit a state from a specific point in the past because it was a really fun time. It was before I ever heard about the law, and the only things I have is vague stuff. Like, I remember it was a really good time. I felt really good, and I liked what I was creating in my reality back then. Is there any way I can get back in that state and remember what it was about?
Cool. So I'm going to do a tiny tune-up, then we'll dive in. Ready? You were not creating your reality back then. You were putting stuff on your plate. Neville says creation is finished. So if you got to create your reality, that pretty much means, like, for me to have bacon, I have to grow the pig, right? Birth the pig, feed the pig, grow the pig, you smoke the pig. I mean, God, it's just endless. I mean, I just want fucking bacon, right? So let's kill the creating your reality bit just a tiny bit before that grows too much into a weird direction. Because once you go into creating my reality, it's like I create my reality, she creates her reality, then we have a shared reality between us, but it's like a Venn diagram. But let's hope that my Venn over is on top of her Venn, especially since I use the F word a lot, and it just gets really weird. But try it this way, right? In a different state, you put different things on your plate, right? So let's say you're in the state of Asian buffet. So you go in like, oh my God, there's 72 fucking things here and it's $7. How do they do it? Slave labor, right? Look it up. Right? So you go into the Asian buffet, they've got slave labor, all that stuff. And it's $7 for all you can eat, right? How do they do it, right? It's all cat. Meanwhile,
Yes.
by the way, can you tell I miss the Asian buffet? I do.
He does.
I'm not even allowed to
We
go
don't
out
go
and
to-
eat, right? So because I'm like one of the great unwashed. But anyway,
Yeah.
but I put things on my plate. You put things on your plate. So you go there and you go, right, I'm going to put this stuff on my plate. And just because something's on your plate doesn't mean you have to eat it, right? Now, here's the cool thing. Every day you put things on your plate. Every day you eat something. And what you could do is, like, I remember, like, my buddy Scotto. He's dead, right? So Scotto and I used to just, hitchhike all over the place, do all sorts of fun things. And Scotto was a natural flirt, right? He flirted with everyone. And I learned how to do that by hanging out with him. Right? It's not like I said, I will do what Scott does. It's like, I'll try on the state of Scott. That's fun, right? Meanwhile, my friend Dead Jim is dead. But Dead Jim and I would walk the trails with Cube and Victoria and other people. And who would I flirt with? Everyone, right? Four-leggeds, two-leggeds, youngs, old, stinky, smelly, just you name them, I flirt with them, right? All the time, right? Except for Dan Andrews. But meanwhile, is there any way I can get back into that state and remember what it was about? How do you want to feel different in your body? Because here's what I notice. Serious people, and when I'm serious, I tend to feel a certain way in my body, right? There's other ways that I feel in my body whenever I'm, like, playful. So what I'd suggest that you do, just for fun, since your body is your barometer, right? It's the first thing you really give life to, that and your thinking. But notice in your body, like, right, how would I like to feel differently? How would I feel differently if I was exploring that state? Check out Olive, right? So Olive puts up a photo the other day. He's looking all sexy and shit, like he's doing the I'm too sexy post, right? Now, if you want to feel, if you're a guy and you want to feel young and sexy, go check out Olive, right? He was at the gym, but now I'm with the cool kids, right? Now look, now he's flirting back. He's got on the state of Scotto, right? But this is what's fun, because you can go like, right, let me just try that on. If I felt like he feels, what would that's fun, right? And we were just talking about Jack Nicholson again the other day. Jack keeps coming up. Yo, Mike, love you, buddy. Boom. By the way, Mike Brignac's here. Mike has a podcast. It's Feeling Slinky or Twisty or something like that. Yeah, it's it's me. I say I'm feeling slinky. Whoa,
There's a lot of slinkies.
right? Slinky. Yeah, feeling twisty. Mike's a good guy. Puts out good shit, right?
Good shit.
He really does. So if you get a chance, check out his podcast. Put up a link. So look, Jess is going, hey, listen to one of your listen to one of your episodes today. Coolio, right?
Nice.
So yeah, Mike's a goodie. So what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, so we want to get back in the state. By the way, try people on. I hint about all kind of ways to do that, but Neville would talk about how would you feel if you saw the world from the state of your wish fulfilled, right? How do other people see the world? Dennis sees the world differently than Alessandra does. And I'll try both of them on based upon their post, based upon conversation with them, right? So play with some of this stuff. Just notice, by the way, it's not about getting back to that old state. It's about bringing into your life today what you would like to feel differently. So, Dr. Brian, try me on. Like you want to have fun? Get Dr. Brian's giggle, right?
I know.
Yeah. Look at her. Yeah, she just processes it a little bit. Memory is imagination. She just remembers it a little bit, and you can just watch her body all change. Yeah. Right?
Cool.
Anyway. So you can revisit anything. That's what's cool. And a lot of people, one more bit. So you can, see, I can remember having a tricycle. I can remember when I had a tricycle. Two very different experiences. Remembering me and my tricycle, that's fun. Remembering when I had a tricycle, well, that puts it in the past. See, I can remember when I had a shit car. And I can remember driving my Bimmer this morning. So remembering driving my Bimmer this morning takes me into it. Right? Remembering when I had a shit car makes me glad I don't. So, and it's not the words. Play with those. So, Victoria. I think I'm done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was Susanna. Thanks very much.
Oh my God, it's a sign. 33 people. Started 3 minutes late. 32 people. Goodbye. 31 people. Really? You're leaving before the good shit.
Tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bits? What was yours, babe?
What was my, I love how the questions come together. Like, seriously, I mean, like, I don't plan them. I just type them in and forget about them. So, like, how Neville goes, like, the whole thing of, like, you put the bun in the easy bake oven, and then you get on with your day. He doesn't say detach from your bun. He says you'll detach from your old reactions to the world. You'll detach from your old state. And it's like every time I put a question in the box, it's like, oh, that'll be a good one. And I totally forget about it. Sort of like how you totally forgot about getting your car.
Getting my car.
Yeah, getting your Bimmer. And then you got it
Oh, yeah,
from
I
Mal.
know.
So,
I know.
boom.
Yeah.
But she didn't detach from it.
No.
She just got busy pulling weeds and shit like that. Yeah. So, Victoria,
Yes.
tell us, what was yours at the continual soiree?
To continue. Oh, I liked when you were talking about for there to be motivation, there has to be tension. And it was something like that you said.
Totally.
And it's almost like then the tension brings the attention to what you want to get up.
Yeah, tension and attention work hand in hand. Like if you want to make motivation a mental model, you do, there's some towards, there's some away from, there's some external motivation, internal motivation. I've sort of taught all that, but I also teach something what's behind all that. And what's behind all that is tension.
It's like you say, like the guitar string, like just tuning it so that there's the right amount of tension.
Yep.
As well.
You can watch Carl in Sling Blade whenever he decides, when he asks, like, you have any you have any biscuits in there? What you got? Them French fried taters? How much are they?
Make mine a big one.
Make mine a big one. I'll take a big one.
We love Sling Blade.
And you can just tell, he just settles right in. Big one. Yeah, the tension's there, the tension's gone. But it's not a bad tension. Don't think it's bad. You never watch Carl go through it. Oh, right? It's not that. Don't build your life on that. So anyway, it's the difference between relief and the relief of possession. Love mustard.
That's right. Who
Put
that up?
Mary. She wants to put some mustard on them there biscuits.
On them there biscuits.
Biscuits.
That's right. Okay, so that was our hashtag Strawberry Bits. While you type in yours, go to freeneville.com. Subscribe to the 221 email list and get a pseudo-random email every single day.
Make sure that you click on the link that we send you in the confirmation email, or else we can't.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
15 minutes a day changes your way. Boom. No excuses for you.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
One more. You want to know the number one reason why people don't sign up for manifestingmasterycourse.com today, Bruce Roop?
Oh, Bruce Roop, hello. I thought I saw you on the show the other day. And you weren't there, but I called you out.
But here he is, right?
So it's great to see you.
See, the number one reason is not enough tension. And I'm not talking bad. I'm not talking good. If there's a little bit of like, oh, versus,
yeah.
You'll notice in Triple D, we talk about the swamp. That's different. See, when we talk about making waves, there's tension. Okay, tension is something that you really want to explore. Now, too tense is not tension. Really thinking about doing a call on this. I'm working on a thing with monthly calls I'm going to talk to you about after the show. So, another little monthly thing. Bruce Roop works evenings a lot.
Oh, your dog must miss you.
Wow.
Can't remember your dog's name. Okay. I'm scrambling to try and find the name of your dog's name, but I won't bother.
Moses.
Yes, very good, Moses.
Yeah, see, and I got Dawn French this week. I got Moses this week.
You got Dawn. I got the French.
True that.
Yeah.
See, by the way, she keeps track of things.
I do. Excellent. So that was our show. Thanks loads for joining, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes. And hey, you guys that are currently in Triple D, we got a call this weekend. Check your email. Boom, boom, boom.
See